Shemai, Yasharala, Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Yahweh, Achad, Shemai, Yasharala, Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Yahweh, Achad, Shemai, Yasharala, Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Yahweh, Achad, Kahlayim La, Allahayinawa, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakha HaKwadash, Kahlayim La, Allahayinawa, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakha HaKwadash, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahushai, 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 Bahasham, Rakha HaKwadash. Double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom. Shalom to the elect. The B'yafdah would die, the house of David. Okay, the 144,000. Okay, which is going to be the governing body of the nation of Israel and the kingdom. And also the government of the whole earth. All right, Mount Zion. Okay. Shalom to the house of David, and also a hearty shalom to the 1/3, and the innumerable multitude, the different men, women, little boys and little girls whom Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to have mercy on this time. All right, of you Israelites, of only you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native and Seminole Indians, people of Negroid and American Indian descent, make up the 12 tribes of Israel, as well as the Israelites that are scattered abroad among the other nations, that may look like the other nations, but they had the spirits of Israelites. If you're able to receive this truth, you are a Hebrew Israelite also, no matter what you look like. Okay, we go by the Spirit, and we've been scattered. James 1:1. All right. And once again, we go by the Spirit. Romans 8:16. Getting right into it, I pray this is edifying. All right. I was taking care of some business yesterday, pretty much taking care of some things before I go out of town, because I plan to go to Dallas, and Lord will, I'm gonna be with those brothers for the weekend, so I plan to, Lord will, get some lessons in with those brothers. Of course, hit them byways, hit them highways and byways with them brothers, hit the highways and the hedges, Lord will, we go on the line, man, and do the work. You know what I'm saying? But of course, we do sit downs too. But Lord will, I'm get some beautiful fellowship in with those brothers, the brothers in Dallas. Of course, the beloved Apostle Rakaya Allah, he's down there as well. But I plan on, going out of town and being with them for the weekend. But taking care of some, affairs or whatnot. And basically, long story short, I went into this health store that I normally go into, but I plan to go in there quick. I was gonna be in and out because I was rushing doing things, because I'm making the effort to take care of things before I go out of town, because I leave today. But I'm pretty much gonna be there tomorrow, and a little bit Sunday. But long story short, I'm moving quick. I'm taking care of stuff, and I go into this health store I normally go into. The health store is called Healthway. It's in Ridgeland, Mississippi. Basically, I go in there, and in my mind, I'm just gonna be in and out. I already know what I'm about to purchase. Basically, I wanted to get me one of those, real good alkaline waters. But a very good water. I like to get. And I also get my my raw apple cider vinegar from there. And basically, I was gonna be in and out. As soon as I go up in that damn store, it was an Edomite woman at the checkout, and she had a uniform on, and basically her little patch, she had a patch on her chest that said FEMA. But I enter the store. As soon as I go in the store, I see this Edomite woman in the line. She's the only one at the checkout. Like as soon as I enter the store, she's right there. And basically, she's faced sideways, so she's not looking at me, but she's looking like right in front of her. but no one was in front of her. You know what I'm saying? But she's looking in front, but then she turns around and she's talking to this guy that works there, you know, that I normally, you know, I'll, you know, talk to or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? It's a guy that's really up on health. You know what I'm saying? So she turns around and talks to him, and you know, she's telling him what all she wants to purchase and everything like that. And you know, basically she's not buying anything though. Like, she's just talking to this guy, but she's not, you know, she's not buying a damn thing. You know? But keep in mind, this woman works for FEMA. Like, she's wearing that uniform very proudly. You know what I'm saying? And she's an older Edomite woman. Like, she could have been in her 70s, you know, either late 60s or early 70s. Like you can tell based off of looking at her how old she was. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you could see it on her, like, you know, because Edomites, which they hit the wall quick, man. Edomites age horribly, but just by looking at this woman, you could tell she was in her late 60s, maybe early 70s, you know. But she wearing that damn FEMA uniform, and long story short, she's not checking out. She's just talking to the man that works there, you know. But she sees that I'm about to check out, so she directs her attention at me now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this damn Edomite bitch. It's almost like she was like a robot in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, just how her mannerisms was, you know. She wasn't a robot, but just, it was just a very satanic vibe on this woman, man. Which we know Edomites are evil any damn way, but it was something different about this particular older Edomite woman. But anyway, she sees that I'm about to check out, so she moves out the way. And she was wearing glasses. You know, she has glasses on. And bro, I kid you not, because remember, she never really looked at me, and she kept directing her attention to the man that worked there. So she sees that I'm about to get in the line. Now she looks at me. You know what I'm saying? So she moves out the way. You know, I pretty much get in the line. I'm just like, man, I'm get out this fucking store. Y'all see this bitch work for FEMA. I just got like an eerie vibe off her. I wasn't like running from the bitch, but it's like I just had like a very eerie vibe. Like, man, let me get the hell out of this store. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting my water, whatever. And cause like I said, I'm only buying one item, you know. And I wanted an apple cider vinegar shot. They get those for free at that store. Basically, as soon as I get in the line, this bitch is like, she rotates like she's on some type of platform or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like she pivoted. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of weird. I know it sounds weird, but it's like she's looking at this guy, but then like she turns around like she's on some type of, like, it's still out for the notifications. My bad. I should have cut those off. But it's like, you know, she's looking at the guy. She sees I'm entering the line. She backs back, but it's like she rotates like she's on some type of like some type of circular platform or some shit. I kid you not, like it sounds weird as hell, but it's like she did this. You know what I'm saying? And she's looking at me. And right when she's looking at me, she took her glasses off. You know? And then kind of like trying to shoot the shit with me, like small talk, and kind of trying to like butter me up with words. And she started complimenting me, and I like your necklace. You know, I had a I got it on now. I don't gotta show it, but basically, you know, I was wearing a turquoise necklace. And she started, you know, complimenting me. Oh, I like your necklace. You know, I got turquoise, but mine is not nearly as beautiful as yours. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Well, you know, turquoise is a very good stone, you know. Yeah, you know, and she was asking me where I get my stones from. I just started making some stuff up. I was like, well, I get my stuff from Arizona. I know Arizona got a lot of stones and stuff like that. And the guy that worked there, he started talking about Arizona. Like, yeah, Arizona got the good stuff, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, man, let me get the hell out of this store. In my mind, that's what I'm thinking. But keep in mind, the chick, she was never looking at me at first. She works for FEMA. She has a uniform on. She wearing it boldly. And she's talking to the guy before he, you know, checks me out at the cash register. But when she saw that I'm getting in the line, she moved out the way. But the bitch rotated, or she pivoted. Like, you know, it sounds weird, but that's what she did. She pulled this. And then she took her glasses off, and then she's just staring at me. But she talking, but she's staring at me. And I got like, that was like one of the weirdest vibes I ever got. And it started reminding me of certain visions I had about Jacob's trouble, about how these Edomites gonna be, you know? Cause I could tell how this bitch is really by just by looking in her eyes. But she took them goddamn glasses off and she's staring at me. You know what I'm saying? And trying to butter me up. But you know, shooting the shit with me, complimenting my necklaces and all that, because I had 2 on. And I'm just trying to pay for my fucking water. You know, I got my water, I got my apple cider vinegar shot. And I'm like, man, hey, y'all have a good one. You know, y'all have a good day or whatever. And then as I'm leaving the store, you know, the bitch, like, before I leave out the door, because keep in mind, her glasses are still off. She never put her glasses back on. And you could tell the bitch really couldn't see. Like, you could tell, like, you know, she needs her glasses. You know what I'm saying? But it was just a very eerie vibe. She took them glasses off, and the bitch was staring at me, but she tried to make sure she was making eye contact with me this time. At first, she wasn't really making eye contact, but this time she tried to make eye contact the best she could. And she was like, yeah, you have a safe trip home. But it, like, I could tell, like, the way she said it, and when she said it, her eyes got big. You know what I'm saying? Like, right when she said safe, the moment she said safe, and then the rest of her words, her eyes were big. And it reminded me of 2 things in particular. It reminded me this one vision I had about Jacob's trouble by this Edomite that was torturing people who had his lab coat on. He had them same similar eyes. All right. And it reminds me, going back to 2011, when I was in the hospital, basically, you know, I was going through a certain thing at the time, you know what I'm saying? I tell brothers about the story all the time. You know, I formed a head, you know, when I was in Chicago camp, you know, basically, you know, I was thinking about going with the guy, but the Lord plagued me because the Lord didn't want me to leave Great Millstone, you know? Because I'm going to say you like this, man. Everybody got their own opinion. I really don't really care what you think. But you know, we got our standpoint too. But I'm going to tell you what I believe in the spirit. I believe in the spirit. Great Millstone is the house of David, man. That's what I believe. But I believe, you know, the Lord didn't want me to, like, teach with this particular man or even, like, get near him, because that man had spirits on him. So the Lord had plagued me, and the Lord had, I got a spiritual whooping, you could say. I got a spiritual whooping. But the Lord, during that time, he opened my mind up to the spirit world. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in the hospital, and pretty much, like, I'm on, like, the 3rd floor or something like that. I always tell the story about how I end up seeing an angel or whatnot, you know. With the angels, they look like us. The angels, they appear like so-called black men, you know, or you could say so-called black, so-called Latino, so-called Native Americans. Because anytime, like, because I have a few accounts where I believe I saw angels, and the only time, well, they could, if they want to, they can look like anybody, but the majority of the time when I encountered them, when I believe these were angels unawares, is they look like us. They look like a so-called black person in America, or they look like an Ephraimite or something, or Issacharite. That's how the angels would look to me. But you know, before I saw this particular angel in this hospital, you know, keep in mind, like, I'm kind of like tripping because my mind was opened up, but right next to me, it was an Edomite on a ventilator, and basically his eyes was bulging out the same way this Edomite bitch eyes was, and this Edomite bitch works for FEMA. That's what that reminded me of. You know, it also reminds me of a vision. Now this actually happened because I was in the hospital. You know, like, I actually went through that. You know, the apostles even did a lesson on it. This years back, man. Like I said, this happened in 2011. You know, I told El Apostle Gabar about it. They ended up doing a lesson on it. That's when they, you know, had the studio shows, you know. But I only brought that account up that happened with me in 2011 because that Edomite bitch that put that curse on me, her eyes bulged out the same way that Edomite eyes was when I was in the hospital. And when the Edomite he was trying to like scare me. Really the dude was dying. It wasn't even just like him, but them demons that was on him was trying to like fuck with me and shit, you know. And his eyes bulged out I kid you not, the same way this bitch here. And To be honest, brothers, you know, and we try to maintain our spiritual frame. We don't go around bragging and boasting. But I'm going to tell you, man, through the Holy Spirit, and I pray the Holy Spirit is on me. I pray the Holy Spirit is on me. I believe we the prophets, man. I believe that's why these things are happening. You know? I believe that's why these things are happening. Because when that bitch eyes bulged out the way that they did, it reminds me of now I said 2 incidents, but really 3. You know? It reminds me of that dream I had when we was in a concentration camp. Some of us brothers was in a concentration camp, and it was an Edomite man that was torturing people. He had a lab coat on. Every once in a while, he would pick his head out the door. He would peek his head out the door. He would look at us. His face would turn real evil looking. He'd look like a skeleton. But then to go back to normal, but his eyes would bulge out the same way this Edomite bitch eyes did. And also, I brought up the account 2011. I was in the hospital. I was open up to the spirit, and basically, his Edomite, he was on the ventilator. His eyes bulged out the same way. And there's a vision. I forget the brother's Hebrew name, but the brother Dark Matter Yahweh, which he does some very edifying lessons. I like listen to that brother. But he did a lesson some years ago. He was speaking about Jacob's trouble, about how he had a vision that this Edomite man was torturing Israelite babies. And it was a very horrible vision. The way he explained it, I could see it. And I did a response to him. But the way he described that man, which I didn't have a vision, that brother did, but like the way he described it, I could see it. That's how this Edomite bitch that worked for FEMA remind me. That's how she remind me, or what she reminds me of. But I could tell when she was like, "You have a safe trip home," her glasses is off, eyes bulged out. I could tell the bitch tried to put a curse on me, man. But Numbers 23 and 3, Numbers 23 and 23. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. All right? So it's not going to fucking work, man. You Edomites are through. Y'all the devil. You going down and you going to slavery, man. America, Babylon the Great going to be destroyed, and you Edomites overseas, y'all going to slavery. Those guys that survive. All right? But basically, this is an admonition in the spirit, which admonition means warning. Brothers, know what you involved in, man. All right? We in a time where these people want to catch us slipping. And I'm going to tell you, too, because I told a brother yesterday, an elder brother, man, I believe a lot of these people that work for FEMA know we the Israelites. I could tell by the way that bitch looked at me. She knew some shit that other people didn't know. I could tell. And it's like, what are the odds that I go in this fucking store? It's a health store. I just want to get my shit and leave. That was like the quickest I wanted to be in that store. Normally I like browse and look around. But keep in mind, I'm about to go to Dallas like later on today. And I'm going to be there tomorrow. And I could tell like anytime I'm about to do something spiritual, that's when Satan show up. Like anytime I'm about to get around the brothers, or if I'm doing anything with the spirit, like Satan, he don't slip. He gonna make his appearance, man. Ain't no odds, man. We don't believe in odds, random coincidence. Nah, that bitch is supposed to be there because the Lord wants to test my faith, You know what I'm saying? It just, because I know. So it's like, okay, Satan, you here, but we here too, goddammit. And we not afraid because Yahweh Shem Shai is with us. They that be with us are more than they that be with them. And something that the beloved Apostle Tahar said years ago, why would you be afraid of spirits? God could tell like Satan was really working directly through that bitch. Why would you be afraid of spirits or evil angels when we're angels too? We're angels, man. And their right hand stronger than their left, Jack. All right? You better believe that. All right? So I pray this is edifying. Hey, man, these Edomites praying evil on us, but it won't fucking work, man. And the time is coming when Satan ain't going to answer these devils. But the only thing, they will get the advantage over 2/3 of our own people, man. This by GMS Through the Fire, too. And Shalom, Akia, Captain Tazamak, Yahweh Shem Shabrakatah, Bashem Kakodash. Romans 8 and 31. What shall we then say to these things? If the Heavenly Father be for us, who can be against us? Right, because see, we ain't tripping. to be honest, these spirits, we don't think about it a lot, but really they're subject to us. Now they can mess with us, they can do different things to try to like offset our path, but these spirits know who we are. And I pray with the elect, man, but they know who we are. So, and they can also only go so far. They can only go as far as Yahweh Shema Shai allowed them to go. They can't really get us like that. You know what I'm saying? But every once in a while, they gonna show up. Expect them to show up. They gonna fuck with you. But we gonna be all right, man. Like the beloved Apostle Rakayala did a lesson recently. I think yesterday, we in a fight, man. Know you in a fight. The moment you cross the line, the moment you start calling on Yahweh Shema Shai, and especially for you prophets, man, the moment you started doing the work, your first video, the first time you hit record, the first time you went out on the street, the moment you crossed over, oh shit, they looking at your ass now. It's like the whole, like picture you in a room. It's the room is full of people. At first, they're not looking at you. You know what I'm saying? They mind their business. But the moment, let's say you do something, like the moment you put some I don't know, some type of cologne on or whatever to catch the attention in the room, you know, you probably put a hat on or you do something to grab everybody's attention. And everybody look at your ass. That's how it was when you came into the truth. You put on that spiritual garment. Everybody can see how clean you is. Like Jake show up. Jake got the cleanest outfit, right? Jay good with color schemes and matching. Jay gonna be color coordinated, you know. Jay gonna have a good outfit, right? Everybody like, man, damn, he look clean. But guess what? Them demons say you look clean too, and they want to take them clothes off you, man. They want them clothes off you. They like, man, who the hell you think you is wearing them clothes? That's how they look at you in the truth. They all, you in a room full of people, they all looking at your ass. They want to beat your ass for them clothes. They want to jump you and take them clothes off you, man. You know what I'm saying? But see, for the elect, they can't do it. All right? But just know what you're involved in, taking ourselves more serious. Hey, they here, but we here too. Look at it like that. I got to quote the dude, his name Warsaw from the movie Watchmen. And they also had a comic book. But with Warsaw, basically like he had got locked up or whatever, and he was responsible for putting a lot of criminals in jail. But you know, dude, he has a mask. It looks like a lava lamp or some shit. But the prisoners, they wanted to beat his ass when he was in jail. Cause they're like, man, this dude got us locked up. And he was like, man, I'm not locked up in here with you. You locked up in here with me. And that's how we should be concerned these spirits. Like, you know, at first you might be shook up and afraid. But if you know the God that's on our side, Yahweh Shema Shai don't play. All right? The God that's on the Lord's terrible, man. All right? And he made them evil spirits. And they gonna obey Abba, man. They gonna listen to Abba, all right? You know what I'm saying? And they gonna haul ass. You call on them names, they're like, hell nah. Like, hey, we can get our ass whooped. That's their mentality, because they know that's the Heavenly Father, man. You call on Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. They gonna run away. But you know, hey, we ain't on the earth with them. They on the earth with us. You know? But don't rejoice that the spirits are subject to you. Rather rejoice that, Lord willing, we are part of the elect, man. Our names are written in heaven. I believe it, man. It just comes to a point where you just give in to the spirit. Now it's still hope, and we still gotta fight and endure until the end. But you like, man, you know, you see that the Lord is with us. I believe the Lord with us. That's why these things happen. But ain't gonna, hey, them curses they put on us ain't gonna fucking work. Now some brothers may die for the testimony of Yahweh Shai. This is gonna happen. But you just go into the spirit world. All you doing is resting for a little bit. You ain't dying. All you doing is you know, you're just leaving for a little bit, and you're gonna be right back. You know, we gonna see each other again. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but for certain brothers, Esau put your head in the guillotine, that guillotine gonna break. And you're like, yeah, it's on now, goddammit. Because hey, that spiritual power gonna kick in. Picture that your head is in a guillotine, and you preparing your mind. Well, hey, whatever Yahweh Shema Shai want. If I gotta go to the spirit world, you know, I'll be right back. But the moment that blade come down, that shit break on your neck, you like, it's on, goddammit, and you just take out everybody. You know, just take all them damn devils out, man. Whether it be soldiers, you know, different people that work for FEMA, you know, like whoever, right? The Lord gonna raise up his men. It's gonna be certain martyrs for the testimony of Yahweh Shai. That's a glorified death. Your works do follow you. You know, you die in your house shot. You believe to the end. You're gonna be all right anyway. Either being raised up, you know, when those ships arrive, you know, when the father ship arrives, or you're coming back right with your house shot. Either way, you good. But for some men, hey, Yahweh Shah said there'll be some of them that stand here which shall not taste of death. That's in Mark 9. You know, so it's gonna be men on the earth right now. When that fathership shows up, you just going right up. You know, you're gonna be all right. Now we don't know exactly who, but everybody ain't gonna go out by way of the guillotine. But some men are, a lot of men are, maybe even some sisters, as a test of your faith. You know, and all we doing is we gonna go with the family. I look at, man, if you got to go to the spirit world, you going home, really, man. That's really our first home anyway. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't afraid of you fucking devils, man. I got to quote the elder bishop Monatazak, like he said years ago, man, we been ready to die out this motherfucker, man. Because, hey, the hopeful elect love not their lives into the death. I pray this is edifying. Hey, man, we going home soon, man. We just got to hold fast. All right? We got to hold fast, man. But that's it. That's it, man. But we don't got nothing to worry about, man. Everybody else, that's not of the elect, and they're not seeking your Bashim Yahweh Shai, they got everything to worry about. We don't got nothing to worry about, but they got everything to worry about. But we just got to keep fighting, man. It's still a fight. You know? You know, a demon hold you down in your sleep or mess with you through people. Hey, because we know we involved in, you know? We going to be all right, though, man. I pray this is edifying to you hopeful elect out there. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Kakwadash. Double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops, great millstone. Peace, bless the elect. Shalom.